Yeah.
And they were like,
were you taking the SARMs?
yeah.
They
And
gave
everybody was like,
Something's off.
yeah, they were like, what? Like, bro, you got veins popping out everywhere. Like,
You got
don't
veins in your veins.
Yeah, like, you don't even look the same. And I was just like...
And here we are, Guys Being Dudes, episode 11, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. But hey, Luke, you know when we put like videos and pictures up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think our Apple Podcasts and Spotify listeners actually know that. So, guys, if you guys are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, head on over to YouTube to see the pictures and videos that we talk about sometimes throughout the podcast. But if not, go ahead, stay on there. Go ahead and leave us a rating if you please. You know, we're trying to grow GBD every single day, and it takes about 5 seconds to leave us a rating. Because we know without you guys, we will never grow. You know, GBD,
right.
You know, at the end of the day, is a fan base that supports us every single day, day in and day out. But Luke, hey, how is your day going, man?
You know, man, I can't complain. It's another great Tuesday.
It's another great Tuesday.
It's another great Tuesday. Every day that we get a chance to just talk fires me up, right? But no, this one I'm excited about because we got the boy. This guy's a unit, man.
He is a unit. He's a tank,
He drove
man.
all the way down from Modesto, come hang out with some dudes.
Yep.
Be a dude. Zach Coop, man, how you doing?
Man, doing good. Made the drive yesterday. It was pretty easy. Not too far, obviously. Everyone should know where it's at from here, around
Modesto.
Stockton area. Yeah, not a great place, but, it is what it is. Been wanting to get on here for a while. We talked about it a couple weeks ago and stuff like that. You guys been doing a really good job promoting it, getting it. It's growing a lot, obviously, from when you guys first started.
Yeah.
You guys are also having some really interesting people on here with some good stories, so... see what I can pull out for you guys and
that's awesome.
Talk
dude.
about some stuff.
No, yeah, that's awesome. That fires me up just right there.
Yeah, we
that,
appreciate you coming down too. That's
seriously.
awesome, man.
But hey, we're gonna talk all about your life, but we're gonna get right into it with some would you rather questions. We're gonna loosen everything up. We're gonna get nice, comfortable, get your brain thinking a little bit. So it's probably about 5-6 questions. But would you rather have the power of invisibility or flight?
Invisibility.
100%.
Would you rather always be? Huh?
I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, okay. You don't like roller coasters?
Nah, I like roller coasters now, but flying and stuff, no.
Oh, I feel that. Would you rather always be slightly late or super early?
Super early.
All right. Why is that?
I don't know. It just feels on time. Feels right to me.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Would you rather lose your ability to speak or the ability to hear?
Hear, because people say a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Hey, that's a good one. Would you rather wear a clown wig or clown shoes every day?
Oh, that's tough.
Every single day to the gym.
Yeah.
Imagine squatting in some clown shoes.
Yeah, but imagine talking to a girl and you got a clown wig on.
She might like the finesse, though.
She might like the hair. I don't know. I think I'd have to go with the wig just because the feet, I think, would make everything more difficult. Driving, walking, everything.
Yeah, dude.
Once you really get into it, driving would be hard.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
Gosh,
Shit, at
dude,
that point, you
that's
might feel a little
awesome.
fiat.
So wait, would your feet be big too? Like if you're wearing clown shoes, are your feet that big?
I don't know. I guess they would have to be, right? To fit, unless you just like...
If they're not that big, though, I feel like it'd just be awkward if your foot only takes up half the shoe. You know
It's
what I mean?
just flopping.
It's got a crease in the middle and just comes up and down.
You can scuba dive in those things, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got another one, man. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year?
Money.
See,
Why
that's
is
what
that?
I would say.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
How? Because then you can prevent it.
Oh. But what happens if you can't?
Then you know how you die.
Yeah.
See, I would like to know when, because dude, if you know how, I feel like you would be looking every single day, like looking out for that scenario, But if you know
Makes
like the
sense.
date, like you're just
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm just gonna live it up, dude.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Yeah. But if you did know like when to though, you could also like say it was something and you were like going somewhere and it happened somewhere, dude, just stay home. Prevent,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. Whoa,
Like do
you
something to
could.
where, so I think I'm gonna have to change my answer on that and say when.
Yeah. Just prevent it.
Yeah,
just
do
sit in your
something
room,
else.
dude.
Just do something else, man.
I see that. I feel that.
Yeah,
all right.
that makes sense.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you go. A little bit of would you rather. Kind of like our rapid fire questions, but a little something different, right? But let's get into the early life a little bit, right? You're from Modesto. Were you born there?
Manteca.
Manteca.
So
All
it's
right.
like,
Feel the
it's like
dreams.
15 minutes away, yeah.
Manteca, Field of Dreams,
Dude,
right?
Yeah. Is it? I don't even know if it's still like
Big League of Dreams.
Big
Yeah,
League
Big
Dreams,
League of Dreams.
man.
There you
That
go.
place was.
Is it
sick,
still like
dude.
Yeah.
going now? Because
Yeah.
Is it still? It's still up. Yeah.
All right.
There's,
Yeah.
I saw one of them. I don't know if it was in Chico. I think there's a Big League Dreams in Chico, and I think that one's like completely torn down and everything. I
Oh,
saw it
really?
on Twitter.
Oh,
I
really?
saw a picture of it, just completely torn down. It was devastating. I thought it was Manteca. Dude, I used to go to Manteca every single
all the time.
weekend,
We're
bro.
little kids, man.
Yeah, 12-year-olds. Oh my
Those
gosh.
USSSA tournaments. and all-
USSSA
Yeah,
tournaments.
dude, I
out
remember
there,
that
dude.
time.
Blake
But-
King was actually just talking about it the other day. He was like, dude, one time I hit this tank at Manteca, man. He's like, I was like 10. Dude, it was a bomb. Showed me a video. Pulled up a video.
Of course, yeah, he's got all the
Yeah.
home run videos, bro. That's awesome. But yeah, man. So from Manteca, but then now hanging out in Modesto.
Yeah.
Went to high school. You went to Thomas Downey High School, right? Yeah. How was that? You played baseball and football.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about you have a good time there. What's it like going to high school in Modesto?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's any different than anywhere else just because a lot of people don't know. I mean, if you don't move schools, so I've never transferred out of a school into another school at any point.
Right.
Went all through elementary, same school, junior high, because my junior high and my high school are different, two different schools, not the same.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how it works over here because I know some places it's like 7th, 8th, and high school. But I mean, just normal, So my sophomore year, I did try to transfer out, but when I was living with my mom at the time, because my parents were divorced. My mom did not want me to transfer because she just wanted me to go where my sister and my brother went.
Right.
But other than that, I would say as high school wise, it was pretty normal. Just like everybody else, just trying to get through those 4 years.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you get older, and then you want to go back.
Yeah, kind of
You know what I
figuring
mean?
out everything out. Yeah.
You want to go back and live those years up again.
No, seriously, man. So I know. So like I mentioned, you played baseball and football a little bit.
Yeah.
Was that majority? Did you play all 4 years, or
Yeah, I played baseball all 4 years, and football I played freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Okay, yeah. And I pulled up. I found some of your baseball stats, and you actually overall your career stats there. You were pretty solid, man. You batted 336, 400 your senior
damn.
year.
Yeah.
And then you had like 38 hits, 27 RBIs. You had over a 900 fielding percentage, and you were a
Yeah.
catcher, right? Is that
Yeah.
right? Catcher pitcher?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I didn't really pitch much in high school. I caught
okay.
almost every game. I think all 4 years. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow,
How'd the
dude.
knees feel after that, man?
They're all right. Tournaments hurt a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, so high school, kind of did your thing, like you said, made some memories. And then what'd you do after high school? Where'd you go? Did you go JUCO or?
No, I went straight to Stan.
Straight to Stan?
Yeah, I went straight to Stan out of high school.
And where'd you go to Stan to play? What position did you go there to play?
To pitch,
Oh, okay.
actually. Yeah, he wanted me. Every time they watched me catch, but they wanted me to go pitch.
So how did that happen? You just
don't-
happen to have an arm or what?
I guess a little bit.
What
a
were you
little
throwing
bit.
when you got there?
When I got there, I was hurt when I got there.
Okay.
So when I came out of high school, I didn't really ever pitch in high school. And then that summer I started pitching when I played with Valley.
Okay.
And then towards the end of that summer, I tore my UCL.
Oh.
And then like a month before I was supposed to go to Stan, which was kind of stupid. I just shouldn't have went because it was down at like some showcase in San Diego.
Yeah.
And just shouldn't have went. Like I was already going somewhere, but it was just why not extra time, and then bam.
Close to home.
Yeah,
a little bit.
screwed me over
Yeah.
in the long run. So
In a sense, yeah. So so you went there as a pitcher, but so you said you did you go there and you were hurt already?
Yeah, I was already hurt, yeah.
And so did you play? You didn't play at all that season, the freshman
No.
season. No. And then the following season, did you play that year?
No.
Because of COVID, right? Or you
no. So probably the only person ever in NCAA history, but it happens for being popped 2 years in a row for
Really?
PEDs. Yeah.
Talk about that story. What happened there?
My freshman year when I got in, it was like, I didn't think they were PEDs because when I bought them, I was 17 when I bought them.
Okay.
So
and what'd you buy?
SARMs.
SARMs.
Yeah, and it was like they handed them to me over the counter at a nutrition store or whatever you want to call it, you know.
Right.
And I was like, hey, like, I'm trying to get stronger. Obviously, I'm going to college. Like, I was already into the gym. Everybody knew I was into working out. I was like, I'm trying to get stronger. You know, I'm going to college, and I'm young. I was young. Graduated at 17, so all the dudes I'm playing with, you know, 21.
Man, yeah.
Most of them, the older dudes are going to be like 22, 23 maybe. So I was like, all right, well, boom. He was like, oh, no, they're legal, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right. Totally.
Pull the salesperson.
Yeah, don't ever trust people that are trying to sell you some stuff that, you know, under the counter stuff or whatever. But so bought them and then go in. Luckily enough, they come in and it's like, I want to say like November. So we're like 3 months in to school, right? And I'm still her. I still haven't even had surgery yet, like nothing. And just walking everyday practice. I'm just there, just like walking around. Just walking around because I wasn't allowed to throw. And they're like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Come in the locker room. NCAA random drug test. Bam, my name was the first one to get called.
Wait, time out. What, you were hurt?
Yeah.
So, that's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So wait, they like, how did
it was
they
the first, well, because I don't think that I was like on the injured reserve list yet.
Okay.
So I was still on the roster. Was the problem.
And being Coop, you were probably the first one up there, maybe, or
but did you look big?
C, or like, what was the reason? Why were you the first one?
I don't know. I mean, they say it's random drug testing, but you know.
You're right.
Okay, so you went to the nutrition store, you know, and you asked for something, you know, to make you.
Yeah.
In a sense, I feel like you bought it because you were trying to compete, you know, because you in the real world, right? You got to compete with whoever is in, you know, your group right there, and you know, with them being older. Right, and were you small?
No,
before?
So I mean, I had already. So
he was 6'2" in high school.
Yeah, I was when my junior year, I was like 6'2", 6'3", like 235.
Damn.
Like I was already big.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't like I hadn't really started working out yet. I was just kind of like how I was, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then my senior year, I got into working out, and it was like winter break hit. Like winter break hit my senior year, going into my senior season as a baseball player, and I don't know what it was. It was like boom, January came around, and it was like I went from August to December working out. Bam, January came around, like everybody noticed I was like bigger.
Yeah,
and they were like,
"Were you taking the SARMs?"
Yeah, and everybody was like,
"Sums off."
Yeah, they were like, "What? Like, bro, you got veins popping out everywhere. Like,
you got veins in your veins.
Yeah, like you don't even look the same." And I was just like fuck. You know, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, right.
Like working out, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, like, the whole time they were, like, the SARMs, you know?
Yeah.
But not knowing it's illegal, you know, at the time.
So at the time, you didn't know it was illegal.
Yeah.
Right? And what was going through your mind when everybody was like, dude, you're looking huge? And did you know at that time that you were taking SARMs?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was taking them, but, like, I never took it upon myself, and I should have. I just was, like, naive about it and was like, you know, whatever, to, like, look them up and be like, oh, are they illegal? Because I just trusted the dude that, you know, sold me them.
Right.
Yeah. Which, like, you know, now I know not to ever do all the research and stuff yourself, but,
wow.
You know.
That's terrible.
So continue on, you know, you get tested, right?
Yeah. And
what happens after that?
Dude, I'll never forget that day, dude. Never in my life. I mean, a lot of people could probably test this. You guys have had Marcel on one before. You can ask him too. You know, we went to Stan. He's like one of my best friends, dude. I don't think I've ever cried in my life so much than when that happened. On my way home, it was like devastating.
I believe it, man.
Like it happened, and I felt like I threw everything away. You know what I mean? Like I was like, dude, I worked my whole life for this, to have this happen. And the biggest thing was, dude, I was scared what my dad was going to say.
Oh,
like, I didn't care what my mom really was going to say.
Right.
Me and my mom are close, but we're not like me and my dad, you know? And my mom, I call her and I tell her, and she's like pissed, you know? But I'm like scared to call my dad.
Right.
And like, because I'm not going to like never tell him. Because he's going to be like, why aren't you on the team?
Yeah.
I like, dude, I was terrified. I remember I was looking at the paper that they gave me when they told me I tested positive, because I had to go talk to like the board of whatever, athletic director, whatever he was. And I'm sitting at home on my couch, and my mom came in. My mom was yelling at me, and it was almost like it was tuned out, dude. Like almost like I didn't even hear it. And I was staring at the paper, And literally, I could just see like drops just falling from my face, and I was just like, "Dude, what is my dad?"
You were just
say?
in a sense of shock. Huh?
Yeah,
You're just
I was like, "What is my dad gonna say?"
Damn, I couldn't have.
Holy shit!
And that wrath I faced from him, bro, was
that definitely
different.
Oh my gosh, man!
That's
insane.
I mean, that's eye opening in a sense. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like you going from a sense of you didn't purposely go into it like I know this is
yeah,
illegal,
it's not like I knew I was like
right,
it's not like I knew I was trying to cheat some like system or something like that.
Because at the time, you probably knew that the only way was sticking.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Needle.
I didn't think you could get popped for like taking something like that. Like I thought I'd be pinning something, or
And so you can only imagine the day you're thinking, all right, I'm just gonna go in, get this done, and walk out. Everything's gonna be good. And
that's insane.
Yeah.
Man. I got a question though. So when you said the NCAA came, like, hey, we're gonna test or come to the locker room, like who was it?
Well, it wasn't like they had just like announced a random drug test, and like our coach came in with the paper and like read off the names, and my name was the first one. So I'm assuming that's the list they sent it in.
Were you the only one, or no?
There was multiple people. It was like me. I remember this dude Alexis Paz was on it, and he was big too.
Yeah.
But like.
So it's kind of So I wonder how random it really was.
Yeah. I wonder how random it actually is.
I don't know. The first day I walked in, the what's his name, Joey, was like, "Hey, big horse," and I was like, "Yep."
Oh wow. No. So. Oh
wow.
What is going on?
The dogs are riled up.
Oh my gosh. We have some dogs outside the barn right now that are going insane. Probably like a squirrel or something right now. Holy moly.
Oh, they're probably in that hole.
There you go.
Oh,
they probably found something in that hole.
Yeah, they probably found something in that hole right there.
Yeah, dude, that thing is fast. I don't know, man.
But hey, in the locker room, who was there? Was it like your guys?
Everybody on the team was in the locker room. It was before practice.
Oh, okay. So, but who was like testing? Was it like NCAA officials? Was it school officials? Was it like
no? It was NCAA. Like he watched me.
Yeah, he watched you piss and everything.
Literally, like the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and it was the next day. It was the next day.
They're watching the whole time.
We had 12 hours. We had 12 hours until we got to the test.
Wow.
And I took the stuff the night before too because I didn't think it was illegal.
Right.
I even took it the night before because I was like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, took it the night before because it was like I had it split up to where like I was taking it every night and that's just how I took it. And it was like, boom, next day, 6 a.m. was there, drug test, boom, fucked.
Was it pill form?
No, oral. No. It was like a liquid.
Liquid.
Okay. Huh. So you call your dad.
Yeah.
And then what's next in life? What's after?
Man, so I finished my freshman year out. Shout out to the guys at Stan. Shout out to them still. They never, hated on me or nothing for it.
Right.
Still to this day, I'm still cool with pretty much everybody. Love those guys. But, man, I finished it out. I had the surgery in January before I went back to school. And let me tell you, if you guys have never had surgery, that is depressing, bro. You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. I probably put on like 25 pounds within like a month, bro. Just sitting, watching TV and
it's
eating.
your right arm, right?
Yeah, it was my right arm, so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't write. I couldn't do anything. It was just in a cast like this, and I just walked around like this.
Jeez, yeah.
So I literally couldn't do anything. I was still going to school, actually, when I came back with it in a cast, I think.
Man.
But, yeah, finished out that semester, and then I talked to the coaches, and they said they'd let me come back. They wanted me to come back, so I was like, all right. So
NCAA didn't like.
No,
what happens when you get popped
twice? You get banned.
No, but like, what happened after the first time? What did they tell you? Oh, year suspension, or what?
So you're suspended for the year.
Oh, okay. So then you come back the next year because coaches want you to come back.
And then they want NCAA makes me retest. It's not them that makes me retest. NCAA.
Because now you're on their radar.
Yeah.
Sense,
and
right?
it's like, okay, now it's my sophomore year, and after the first year, I for sure was not trying to fuck anything up, obviously.
Yeah.
And I go in, and I'm like, dude, I'm not big like I was. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still into working out, but I'm not even like, bro, I wouldn't even take pre-workout. And second year comes around, still popped. And I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, and I even have friends that'll attest to it and be like, he wouldn't even take pre-workout with me. Like, I was working out dry, tired, like. I was just like, dude, like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't want to get popped on something, that I could have taken. And then, like, come to find out when it happens, I'm like, dude, it was winter break, right before season is when I got told. And I was like, dude, what? And then spring comes around, you know, and I'm going to watch the games and stuff. And, you know, I go to hang out with the guys, and they're telling me that, like, somehow it was, like, some super small, like, percentage of something. And I'm like, dude.
So it stayed in your system that long, and that it was.
I don't know what it was, dude. Yeah, the only thing I could have thought of would have been, like, if I would have even taken pre-workout, but I can't even think, because I was working out without anything. And I was just like, dude, like, what is.
You couldn't fight it?
No. That was the thing, is I asked if I could, and I was emailing. Her name's Alyssa. I was emailing her. And I was like, is there anything I can do? And she's like, unless you have proof, like, there's nothing you can really do. Like, if you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, well, like, can I test again? And she was like, they're not going to do another test. And I was like, she was like, you just don't have very good luck. You know, like, your case doesn't look very good from, like, last year. And I was like, I understand that.
Right.
But I mean, like, you know.
Dude, I mean, if you like, to test, you know, within a year, right? So you had 2 tests over a year span, pretty much, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure your numbers were through the roof, dude, in your first test. I mean, through the
testosterone
roof.
levels?
Whatever they're testing
well,
for.
they had
you know?
it labeled on the paper that brought me exactly what I was taking. Like, labeled.
Like
The exact, like, pharmaceutical name.
No way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so obviously, you know, it's not like a job drug test where they're testing for, like, street drugs. It's like, they like, some type of, like, 15 panel, like, they know everything on
that's
there.
in your body.
Yeah, that's...
I know they're NCAA, okay? I know it's NCAA, but at what point is it so messed up to like test them again at the end of that year and him show up probably minimal numbers, bro?
Yeah.
Like minimal numbers compared to a year prior where his numbers were through the roof.
Right.
Like, at what point is it you just took away this kid's future when obviously the numbers show that this kid has really taken this year off?
Declining.
Like, this is not in his system.
Yeah. They pull that on like the line shit and everything that's written, you know, typed out.
Wow,
by the
dude.
rules. You know
So,
what I mean? That's
wow, man. What happens from here? Like, when you get told that, what are you crying? Does it start crying again? The whole thing repeats, or what?
Honestly, at that point, I was just like I was down, bro. I was like, yeah, my life's fucked. Because I always wanted to go to the next level, you know? I was always like, that's always the goal. Yeah, that's what everybody wants to do. And I was like, yeah, I'm done, right? So, honestly, like, I was down. But the second time, I was like, well, I need to figure something out. Because I dropped out of school. I didn't go to school that semester.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, not doing it. Started working and stuff like that. You know, I went to school the following fall. I transferred to JC, actually, MJC Modesto. Was going to play there. And then it just wasn't the same, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't, like, back to 100%. I wasn't throwing hard like I was. I was only up to, like, 88. Like, I wasn't, you know, it wasn't the same. And I was like, dude, I'm not going anywhere like this. Like, I'm not going to waste my time.
right.
How hard were you throwing before?
Well, before I ever had surgery, I was up to, like, 92.
Oh, wow.
Coming out.
Damn, man.
In some tournaments I'd get up, or some showcases I'd get up there, but like I really sat like I want to say like 87, 88. But that was, that was
and
coming out of high school.
I'm sure the overall vibe too wasn't the same. You're just like, you know,
yeah,
you're trying.
I was just like,
it was like you weren't doing it for the right reason at that point anymore.
No, yeah,
right?
like I'd been done like that.
You weren't having fun.
Well, because when you get popped twice too, you also can't play for any NCAA school.
Is NAI? NAI is not
No,
NCAA.
you can play
that's
NAIA.
Yeah.
But like at that point, you know, it's like,
yeah.
I was talking to a couple even when I was at JC, just like talking to them, and they were like, yeah, like that no one wanted to give me like a lot of money because they'd be like, you know, like your track record's not that great, so we don't really want to take a big chance on you. And then blah blah blah, you know, some shit happened again, and I was like, yeah, that's understandable, but
wow, dude, that's just so unfortunate, bro. What did your parents say after it? Did your parents believe you when you told them like that you haven't been taking anything for a year?
Yeah, dude, my mom knew because I have like, okay, now I have a supplement cabinet at my house, right? It's like, dude, it's filled with like pre-workout because now it's like whatever, you
right?
Know? Like
now you're lifting though.
We'll get
into
I'm
that
lifting.
stuff.
Like,
We'll get into that.
Now I'm lifting, so it's like I have a supplement cabinet and stuff. Like back then, bro, I think I had like creatine in my cabinet and like protein powder and BCAAs.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yep.
And I was like, that in like a multivitamin maybe, you know, because I've always been, ever since I started working out, I've been trying to be like just like healthy, you know. But yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
I couldn't even tell you. I can't even remember what they said. I just know whatever my mom said was just like the first time I didn't really, you know, like it was bad, you know. You always feel like, wow, I disappointed him. But like my dad, I'm telling you, it's not something about that. It just hits different.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know. Me and my dad are just way closer. It's like, my dad did a lot growing up. Like he'd work like, so my dad, when I was 12 years old, I used to play at like Belpassi, and it's kind of like almost like travel, but not really travel, you know, when you're younger.
Yeah.
He coached us, but he would work doubles, like 16-hour shifts, just so he could coach practices or like coach the games, like 4 days in a row. He'd work like one double, one shift double. Wow. So he had 3 days off, so he could like make tournaments.
So he could make them.
Yeah, like he was doing a lot, right? And like I always thanked him for that, you know. Always made sure I had everything I ever wanted. Always like growing up, top of the line stuff too, like for baseball, you know.
All the new bats, all the cleats.
Yeah, gloves.
That
like,
stuff
dude, growing up, I had multiple.
I had not cheap.
Growing up, I had multiple A2000s, Heart of the Hides, Pro Preferreds, you know, bats, like through the roof, dog.
Oh, timeout. You know what statistic I saw the other day? Guys, over your guys' periods of playing baseball, right? What do you think the most expensive piece of equipment is over your lifespan of playing baseball?
Batting gloves.
What do you mean? Like,
dude, you nailed it.
Item?
Okay, I would say your bat, right? Because I feel like bats are pretty expensive, but it's batting gloves, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Because you buy
when you think about
every
when you think about
time
when you think about
them,
when you think about like playing, dude, your bat is gonna last you a long time. Like I remember in high school, a lot of people only go through one bat. You know what I mean? Because you don't change. Like when you're growing, you use like drop 5, drop 10. When you're younger, you know, you work your way up. Dude, I had been swinging the same bat since I was like 12 years old. Like I was swinging a drop 3 at like 12 years old.
See, I think that's how we are. But dude, the kids now that you see, bro,
new bat every year.
Dude, they're getting new bats every year. Their parents are buying them new bats every single year, dude. They're getting the new DeMarini every single year, dude. It's
I'm not even gonna lie.
Unbelievable.
That's kind of how I was. I can't even front. Yeah, that's how I was.
Once you got into high school,
once I got into high school, and started playing, like, because I was 13 when I got into high school. Right. I went into high school at 13 years old.
Holy! Oh wait, no, I was too.
Yeah,
I was 13.
We talked about this
at
the other day.
Yeah.
So I turned 14, and I was 15 when I started playing up with everybody else. So when I was fit, like I was, you know, trying to keep it swinging or drop 3 bat against dudes that, I mean, obviously my league wasn't that good, but like we did have some dudes that were legit, like good. So like when you're facing them, like honestly, 15 years old, it's hard to be catching up to balls, you know, that are upper 8s and touching 9s.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So it's like
something you haven't seen before.
Yeah, I wasn't even growing in my body yet then. Like I hadn't even really worked out, or, you know, I was just kind of living life.
Yeah.
Drinking soda, eating Takis and shit. So.
What's your favorite baseball team? So we're talking some baseball here.
Honestly, I don't really have a favorite baseball team anymore, to be honest. I used to.
Growing up?
Yeah, I used to like the Giants just because they were close and, you know, it's cool to go to. Growing up, I was a huge fan of Buster Posey just because I used to catch.
Right.
But, you know, I don't know. I had I still like pitchers, man. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's hard, you know, to pitch.
It is hard to pitch.
It's hard to pitch, so I just...
Do you have a favorite pitcher right now, or...?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked Trevor Bauer, but, you know, that situation with him right now is kind of touchy subject, probably. But, I mean, he's good. I like him. There's actually... I went to Optimum at... it's in Sac. It's like a training facility.
You went to what?
Optimum.
Okay.
They got this dude, Sammy Long, that used to go there. I saw him a couple times over there.
Yeah.
And he plays for the Giants now.
Oh, wow.
Starts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he just got called up, actually.
That's awesome.
Dude's legit. Awesome. So, I mean, and he's been doing, like, good, too.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm like, he's a pretty good pitcher. So, I've been watching some of his stuff, you know, when he's been on and seeing how that goes. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV or nothing, though, to be honest.
To talk a little bit about that, dude, it's pretty exciting to see guys make it to the major leagues and see some success, dude.
From your local.
Oh, especially like we know some guys right now. Matt Frazier, he's going up in the ranks. Just got moved up to AA here in the past couple weeks. Gatewood, dude. Gatewood's on a tear right now for Salt Lake Bees, dude. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool to see guys, especially guys like that you've trained with or you've seen before,
or
like
that
you know. And when they get up there, that's pretty exciting. But are we gonna talk? Dude, I need to hear right now about the gym life, dude. This guy's huge. This guy's a unit, man. This guy is a unit, dude. But after college, right? So after, I feel like, you get popped twice, and not even really. You didn't really get popped. They kind of just. I feel it was an unfortunate event that happened. But you start going to the gym.
Yeah. After that, it was like game on with the gym, like. Yeah. And even before that, it was like because when I was rehabbing, that's what I really loved to do, because I had to work everything from ground up. So I had to like get my body, not so much my body stronger, but I had to get like, the tendon I had surgery on stronger. Mm-hmm. So what it does, like I'd be going to physical therapy, he'd be working on me and stuff like that. We'd be doing stuff like that. But the gym, dude, was just like, ever since I want to say like 17, like my senior year, dude, like I fell in love with it. It was like 2 days every day. Like I just loved
2 days.
Yeah, like I'd wake up. It was my senior year. I'd wake up at like 4:30 to go before school, and then I'd go after practice or like after work during season.
You loved it.
Yeah, dude. Like
where did that motivation come from?
Dude, I just loved going to the gym. Like
really?
I loved like from what I used to like transitioning from like what I used to look like to like what I looked like when I was working out was like the biggest motivating thing, and I think I can say that for everybody. Once you see like results are addicting, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like sure. Once you start seeing your body change and you're like, like, oh, like every day you can see something like, okay, I look a little bit better there. I look a little bit better here. Like you're like, yeah, like I want to keep going, and it just builds.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like when I remember Bradley Martin. He was talking his little story about his thing about how he got massive and how it got addicting. Same thing. And he said it was like, after his dad passed away in that situation, or passed away. He he had nothing else to do. He just hit the gym, right? Like 3-4 times a day, like insane. And he said he just got probably like 90% bigger from literally like a matter of like 90 days. He said he looked in the mirror he took a picture from day 1 to day 90. And he was just like, wow, if I could do this in 90 days, what could I do in 2 years? You know what I mean? And he just like, that's when I grew that addiction and that love to just be like, just keep getting my body bigger and right. You know what I mean? And he said on top of it, it was a matter of learning too. There was so much that he still had to learn about it. Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask you next. Like, are you still learning about your body?
Yeah, I learn new stuff every day now. I mean, there's always more stuff you could learn,
What would you say the hardest thing getting? Because I hear people like it's just getting to the gym is the hardest thing, right? But would you say now that you've said you've already loved that, would you say the meal prep or the staying on top of those certain things? What would you say the hardest thing about the continuous, every day,
honestly,
grind that you have?
I really don't think any of it's hard. Yeah. To be honest.
So you just have that
like the eating
love.
Yeah, the eating is the easiest part for me. Like really? I can eat 6 meals every day of the week. I could eat 10 meals every day of the week. Like I have no problem eating and clean food. Now that I've been eating clean for so long, it's like if I eat anything else, it messes my stomach up anyway. So it's like I just stick to it. That part's pretty easy. Getting in the gym is the only thing I look forward to be honest. Like I could be doing something crazy in the morning, like trying to think of something crazy, but something you look forward to.
Like an interview in the morning?
Yeah, like something like that. And I'm just like trying to push past the interview, and I'm just like, bro, like when is the next time I need to eat? Like I got to get ready for the gym.
Wow. You meal prep?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like what do your meal preps look like?
I have different meals almost every week.
You cook them yourself or you buy them?
Yeah. No, I cook them myself, but I have someone that tells me what to eat. Like
really?
Like a coach.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like chicken, steak, or you stay away from steak or what?
Chicken, ground beef, rice.
Yeah. Vegetables, obviously. Yeah. Got to get the greens in.
From the point that, after you finally said like, all right, screw it. The gym's going to be what I'm doing. What changed from like, what was the biggest change overall?
I don't even know if there really is much change, to be honest. I think my parents now see how much I like the gym.
Yeah.
Because I've been on it for so long. Right. It's like, I talk to them about it too. Like I've always wanted to open a gym since I started working out, just give like, because me and my friends, when we used to work out, we'd be like wanting to do stuff and we'd, go to a gym and they like wouldn't have certain stuff. And I'd be like, man, like a gym run here needs like everything everybody wants.
Right.
Open something up. That's crazy.
So where do you work out right now?
This place called Relentless.
Okay. In Modesto?
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
So you see yourself in the future having a
yeah,
gym
like I don't ever see myself like going out of like working out the fitness type of stuff.
Dang.
You ever see yourself like traveling from gym to gym, like across like California or like the country or something?
I wouldn't say like sick. Yeah, I wouldn't say like going across like specifically making a road trip for it, but I'd say like there's for sure gyms like I want to go. Like Zoo Culture is a big one, Bradley Martin gym
for sure.
I just want to go there because I hear it's like you know, obviously there's a lot of opportunity going into that gym too, you know, but I want to look crazy when I go in there, so I'm gonna wait till I'm about like 23, 24, and then walk in there and see, you know, what we can do.
I went to the Bro Fest last year that they had at Zoo Culture, where Steve will do it and Brad were like teaming up. You know, they marched a bunch of us all the way down to like City Hall or something like that because they were shutting down like the gyms.
You went to that?
I went to that, dude.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. So Zoo Culture is pretty sweet, dude. It's pretty nice, especially like the equipment in there, dude. Like the feel, like who doesn't want to work out in there?
Yeah, bro, like you got a bunch of top of the line. Like I wouldn't say like top of the line if you're talking about like bodybuilding and stuff like that, but like fitness, like you got a lot of fitness and influencers in there. You know, everyone's in there to work out.
Yeah,
like they're not there to talk. Like you go to gyms now and everyone just wants to talk and like sit on their phone and
deadass.
You're like, dude, put your phone down. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. How would you say the gym discipline is carried over to your life, right? Considering the fact, because you've moved around a little bit, right? You've been to Texas for a little bit, and then I want to get into that a little bit, but then Kansas, right? Or
Kansas was after Texas,
right? So has that discipline allowed you to go and do that thing and be like, all right, I'm gonna be all right, I'm gonna get my shit done there or whatever? So the discipline's carried over in life.
Yeah, I would say. Honestly, when I went to Texas and Kansas, though, I definitely fell off for sure.
Yeah.
Gotten into the going out life.
What were you doing over there?
I went over there to sell door to door. I went out on this limb, right, and was like my boy was going to do it. I was like, dude, come on, like let's just go try it out. And it's my other boy Nick, and shout out Nick, he's still doing it, actually bringing in a ton of cash for it too.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so we go to Dallas, and we go to Dallas for like 2 weeks to train, right? Mm-hmm. So we're out there training for 2 weeks, and I'm staying in an Airbnb, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find a gym so I can work out. All the gyms that I was trying to find were trying to get me to sign a contract.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, bro, I can't even work out. Like I'm not trying to pay for a year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here for 2 weeks. So like the Airbnb I had was like this, like almost like a hotel. Oh, wow. You know, but like we were staying in these rooms and stuff, and they had like this little gym at the bottom. I mean, you guys know how hotel gyms are. Like there wasn't like anything, hardly anything. Like I think they had like 1 or like 2 plates to be able to like put on a Smith machine. And I mean, I'm not saying anything about the weight or anything, but I'm saying just like that's like literally all they had was a Smith machine. And I was like, you know, like I was limited. So I was pretty much just doing like body weight and like full body workouts every day, just like trying to stay in shape, you know, just like trying to keep that up. But it was like, man, we'd be going out like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like, you know, every day.
For the door-to-door, what were you selling?
It was like home security equipment, like Vivint, if you guys know what that is. If you guys need some cameras, hit up Nick, by the way.
There you go.
And he's still out there doing that?
Yeah.
In Dallas? Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
No, he's in Oklahoma City. So they're in Oklahoma City now, but you had to go to Kansas first because they didn't get the licensing in time.
Yeah.
So
how was that experience, though? Did you like it?
Kansas was boring, bro.
No, I'm talking about selling.
Oh, no, I did not like selling.
You didn't like it?
We went from the training to going to Kansas City, and I was there for like a month and a half. And I was like, yeah, no. Like, bro,
it's like, I just need to go back to the gym.
Yeah, I was going to the gym then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You found one in Kansas?
Yeah, we went to Kansas, actually. We went to Vasa. Vasa's pretty cool. They got everything. It's like a huge chain gym over there.
Okay.
On that side. It was cool, but yeah, it was just like the schedule was really what I didn't like. Like I couldn't live the way I wanted to live. I couldn't eat, you know, all day long like I want to do.
Did you still meal prep out there?
Yeah, but it was like super hard because we were living in like an extended stay hotel.
Okay.
I had like one burner on the stove.
Oh.
And like, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's tedious,
So
dude.
it's like, you know, like I was eating in the morning. Like I could only eat in the morning, work out, get home. When I work out, I could eat. And then when I got home night from going and like knocking on doors and selling stuff.
Wow.
And it was just like, at the end of the day, the only way I'd ever stay is if I was like, you know, banking.
Right.
Do you like to travel though? Did you like that experience?
Dallas was sick. Texas was
you meet a lot of new people.
Through the roof. Yeah, everywhere you go over there, everyone's so nice. You know, you could be out anywhere, and everyone, it's so much different over here. Everyone over here just kind of bugs you and, you know, just stares. Over there, they're just like, everywhere you go, there's like a dart, you know, there's darts and there's like pool tables and the punching machine, you know, the little game. And it's like, dude, you hop on one of the games and someone else is like, hey, yeah, you trying to play pool? Or, hey, yeah, you want to play this? And it's like, dude, like everyone over here is cool, you know?
Good vibes. That is pretty sweet, man.
It's like I think we were talking about it one time, right? Like I feel like here in California, it's like people have a reason to, like, you don't even have to know them, and they already have a reason to just mean mug you or something. And somewhere else, it's like you got to give a genuine reason for them to not like you and not give you a chance and not be willing to just say, hey, what's up or whatever. Because that's what I've noticed. Every time I leave California, everybody's saying, hey, you know, they open the door for you, they talk to you, they, you know, even if you don't even really want to talk to them because you're not used to it, it's still like, oh shit, like damn, they're being nice, dude. Like genuine. So yeah, I think that's cool. So overall, the new adventure and all that was sick, and going out and experiencing
it was a good experience.
At the end of the day, you kind of wanted to come back and
I came back. Well, I came back. Big reason I came back was because like money. Like I had saved up money to go out there, but like when I was going out, I spent way too much money. So I was like,
What's your drink of choice?
Huh?
What's your drink of choice? Back in the day.
Probably Bacardi.
Yeah,
but I used to, that was probably the big one. Now I'd probably say not that though.
So I've heard some stories, right? Of, you know, you were probably on some Steve will do it level. I mean, we could probably say it. You had two Bacardi handles. You would slam them by the end of the night, right? Is this true or is this?
I don't know about two, but one I could probably do,
In a night?
Yeah, like I used to drink a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, so at what time is this during like stay? Like when were you like a drinker? Because you're not a drinker anymore, huh? Ever since you got like super into the gym?
I drank when I was in Dallas and stuff, but last year, like I made like 10 months. Like I didn't drink for 10 months, like the whole entire year almost. And then like I went back and I would drink a little bit here and there, but nothing like how I was, you know. Yeah, dude. Back when I was going to Stan, it was like,
hey, it was a college life, dude.
It was fun.
So you'd walk around, you'd come into the house. Everyone knows Z Coop's here because he's got two Bacardi bottles in his hand, double fisting.
We went to one house and it was like, dude, I walked in with the handle and it was gone before we ever even left.
Wow.
Jeez, man.
That's unbelievable. So you used to party though, huh? Heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just what happened? You just said no, not
I
anymore.
mean, I feel like, you know how like parents and stuff are super strict.
Yeah.
Like my parents my dad is super strict, right? So, but I lived with my mom after they divorced, and like growing up, you know, once I got into high school, my mom wasn't really all that strict, you know, like I didn't really have like a bedtime or, you know, it sounds stupid now that I'm like, you know, older, but, you know, I didn't have that, like Saturdays and stuff, you know, she'd just ask me where I was like at night if I went out Friday night.
You.
Yeah. She'd just be like, oh, okay. Like you just had a football game. Like I figure you're gonna, something's happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm doing something. So I'd go out, like even in high school, I like to drink. So I would do that, and even like then, it was like, you know, sometimes I'd drink like a bottle a night, like in high school, and just like kill a bottle, and you know, that's how it was.
Dude, we need Steve will do it versus him, man. Back in the day.
I mean, my dad drinks like every day, so drinks like, he just drinks like beer and stuff, you know, just like here and there. He never gets crazy or anything, but you know, probably just runs. Bloodline.
So going back now to the gym life, right? You know, there's a lot of people who will say they're too busy for the gym. I believe, right? There's people who are out there. They say, I'm too busy. I got too many things. What would you say? Like what would you tell somebody that says I'm too busy for the gym?
They're soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 65-year-old grandma. She's like, I'm too busy for the gym.
She's if she's too busy at the gym, she needs to get her ass out there and walk.
Hey, no, that's good though. I feel that because at the end of the day, right? As I was like, you know, thinking about that, like at the end of the day, really, like, how are you gonna say you're too busy for the gym?
Yeah.
Like,
think about how much time. Well, you think about it. I bet you the average person spends probably at least an hour of time on their phone a day. From the time you wake up.
I'm way more.
But I'm just saying the average, and I would even say the average is higher. I'm just giving most people the benefit of the doubt right here, right?
Because like I'm even I know like 10 hours. No, yeah, I know some people who are just even, right here, bro.
Even I know that I spend more than an hour on my phone a day. I mean, mind you, I'd like deleted social media for a little bit, like Twitter. I just got back, but I only got it because I'm like trying to get into stocks and stuff and invest, and I don't know shit. So I'm like trying to figure some stuff out. But like, I really only will use like and even Instagram, I don't even really go on unless I post something because I don't really like anybody's pictures or anything. I just pretty much follow like fitness stuff on there.
Yeah.
Snapchat, I'll talk to some people, not really a whole lot. I just don't really like a whole lot of people back home if we're gonna be completely honest. Sorry, but yeah, I'll do that, and then. Like TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, TikTok's addictive, bro.
Oh, you got TikTok.
All those, I mean, I don't have a TikTok, but all those songs, I've been wanting to make TikToks, but
come on, man.
Dude, I was gonna make
TikToks to probably explode.
Like working out and stuff. I almost made one the other day because it was like I saw this thing and it was like what I eat in a day as like a D1 lineman, and like I was like looking at all the stuff and what they eat, and I was just like. Bam. And then I was thinking about recording. Dude, I ate out for a day and ate I ate like 15,000 calories in a day.
Damn. Wow.
And I wasn't even.
You got to make that video.
I wasn't even pushing it that hard. And it was like 15,000 calories. And I was like, dude, like I would destroy y'all if y'all really wanted to see what you can eat in a day. Like,
dude, the hardest thing the hardest thing to do is start. Dude, just start it, bro. Just pull out the phone, make the TikTok, bro, and eventually you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure out, oh, okay, I'm gonna make this day. I'm gonna I like it like this. Yeah. People like it like this, dude. You gotta start that.
There's a dude in Oakdale right next to me that got big on TikTok in the fitness. Really? His name's like on TikTok is like D-Trend.
D-Trend.
Yeah, 800. No, dude, that's a funny ass motherfucker.
Yeah, that's funny. So I actually have a funny story for the listeners and everybody. When I first met you, right? You and Marcelo you guys come to my house and we're just hanging out and you guys are like, yeah, we're at In-N-Out, we're just grabbing some food, right? And I'm like, okay, bet, and so I thought they were just, he's gonna grab a meal, Z Coop's gonna grab a meal, and then they walk into my house, and I mean, Marcelo's holding probably like 2 or 3 bags, and Z Coop's got like 2 or 3 bags and like a drink or some large drink. And they put it down, and I'm like, what the hell did you guys do? Get food for, like, everybody? Like, did you guys get
for a village?
Yeah, for, like, everybody, or what's going on? And Marcelo's like, no, man, I just finished mine. This is all for him. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, I think it was, don't get me, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 4 4x4s or 4 3x3s, 3 fries.
I think it was 3 4x4s, and I think it was 3 animal style fries.
Yeah, and that's what it was. He ate all of them, but one of the 4x4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I left it, and I honestly was thinking about eating it too, but Sky didn't have anything to eat. That was the thing. Is Sky didn't have anything to eat, and he was like, "Is it plain?"
He was dogging the 4x4.
I was like, "Yeah," and he was like. Well, if you don't want to like force yourself to eat it, then I'll eat it. And I was like, I'm not gonna have to force myself, but I was like, dude, if you don't have food, like if you don't want to go get food, you can have it. Like I've obviously ate enough,
Yeah, little
and
Sky Money though. Dude, it was funny. Little Sky Money, man, just putting down a 4x4 though right after. It was
oh my gosh,
but yeah, dude, I was like, damn, bro, I thought we were feeding the whole family,
I know.
And he put it down. It was funny though.
Okay,
I was like,
I actually want to run through some right now. Pretend you're going through the In-N-Out drive-through, right? I'm going to ask you, how's your day? Or welcome In-N-Out. What would you like? Say it right now. What's your order?
Well, if I'm eating like that, I mean, I don't really eat like that too often anymore. Yeah,
he's
like we went to
In-N-Out
In-N-Out last night, me and
What'd you
Marcella.
get, 2 4x4s?
No, I got 2 3x3s and animal style fries.
Okay.
But I mean, I also thought, I was doing that, and it was like, I don't remember how late it was, but I mean, it was almost like midnight. Like I thought we were going out to like do something, you know. So I didn't want to eat that much if we were going out to do something.
No, right.
So
he put down like 3,000 calories.
And it was easy, bro.
There.
It was easy. Like I don't know what it is about eating like that, but like
you can eat.
Yeah, it's easy.
That's
for me.
awesome.
That is awesome.
That's funny.
Gotta take a little. I ran out of water right now.
Sorry. Oh, you just ran out of water?
Yeah, I'm out of water too.
Oh,
My mouth is out.
I know.
Hey, we need Jamie. Like,
no, we need Jamie. Hey, Jamie.
Come on, we need someone to get us some water now here.
Hey, but you guys went to the casino last night, huh? Did you end up winning? Like, talk to me about that. I know you like going to the casino.
Yeah, I love going to the casino.
What happened?
I was up. Marcelo said I was up like 400 within like the first hour,
and
I only put $100 in.
Okay.
And then somehow I ended up losing all that in 500 more.
Wow. You lost $600?
No.
Yeah. Or you lost $500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it would have been like a grand if you would have counted my winnings.
If you would have counted the winnings too. But
that's unfortunate. There was one time where I was like 18, so a few years back, but I I walked in there, and dude, I walked in there with like $700. And let me tell you, that was the last time I walked in there with that much money. But I go to the roulette table, and this is when I'm just like first getting to the casino, barely know, my ways around, and go to roulette, and I'm betting black and red, 50-50. Well, not 50-50 because of the greens, but or the double zeros. And it's like 6 blacks in a row. And I'm like, dude, there's no shot it's another black. $100. Boom. Put on red. Black. Lost. Dude, I kept doing it, lost all my money. Damn. Lost like $700, dude. It was like, ended up being like 13 blacks in a row.
It's all right. Every time I played $100 hand last night, I think I won it, but almost.
Good for you.
Except for the hand Chris told me to bet. I went to go try out baccarat.
Do you have like a favorite dealer?
Nah, I just like blackjack.
Yeah, just like blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack's just my game. I went to go play baccarat, and I'm playing the player side the whole time, and Chris is like, hey, have you played the banker yet? And I'm like, no. And he's like, play the banker. I'm like, all right. And it's been like 3 players in a row. He's like, I'm banker. And I only had 2 $100 chips in my hand. And I'm like, $100, bam. I'm like, fucking player. And I'm like, the one time I listened to you and I got fucked.
Oh, wow. Damn, bro. So what would you say your best night is, and what would you say your worst night is? If you want to talk numbers.
I mean, the first time I ever went to the table, I turned $40 into like $700 something or $800 or something like that.
See, I've never had one of those nights. How did that feel?
It was good.
Yeah,
walking out
nice.
just a winner.
Yeah, just 40 to 700.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like one of the first. I want to say I hadn't even like been in the casino that much either. And I went with Marcella. We went with a group. It was like me, Marcella, Ram from Stan, and someone else, and we were just like running the table, and all 5. We had like 5 people sitting at the blackjack table. And dude, it was just like everybody won. Yeah. Everybody won that night. It was crazy. Wow. We all came out with money, like at least a couple $100 each, and then I came out with like almost 800 or something. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm addicted."
So have you ever had like a massive loss?
Yeah, last night was probably one of the worst, but I've lost like almost $1,500 in the last month. I officially think I'm like almost addicted to gambling.
Wow.
I mean, obviously, we're not talking like big money numbers over here. It's not like I'm spending thousands of dollars.
Those rack up though every single time.
Yeah, like you go like the past 3 weekends. I feel like I've gone to the casino and lost like $400 or $500 every time I've gone. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why don't I stop, bro? Like,
wow.
Dude, what is
it? Oh my bad.
No, I was gonna say, what is it? Do you think it's just
the rush? I think it's the rush. It's like the risk. Yeah. Like a lot of people go out to drink and stuff. Like you're spending money to have a good time. Like I'd rather spend my money to try to make money though.
Right. Yeah.
Like
in a sense, yeah. That's a good way to look at it in a sense,
Well, if I would have been smart and listened to Marcelo told me to pull out when I was up $400.
Yeah, but we also told Marcelo to pull out too when he was up, and he ended up losing it all, right?
I'll never forget when Marcelo was down like $1,000 when we went to stand and someone had to make it back.
Oh man!
Did you make it back?
It was not from one night.
Did you guys end up making it all back?
I can't remember if it was him or Bobby, but I know they were both down a big amount of money.
Yeah.
And then they both had to make it back somehow, so I don't know.
Wow, that's impressive.
Some way.
Dude,
so,
I remember... sorry.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I remember that back when I used to go like heavy, dude. The freaking high limit slots, bro, were rigged. I swear to God, dude. I would show up, put in $100 in there, and every single time. So like how in slots, like you'll win like a $2, when it goes in, you win the minimum.
Yeah.
You can win. Well, dude, the minimum on this thing was like $20 every single time. So put in $100, each bet was $5, but come to that $5, every time you won, dude, you're winning $25. Like, cause that was its lowest bet. So one time I put in $200, dude. I ended up winning like $600 that night from that thing. But dude, it was paying me like $500 one time, and then I dropped it all the way down to 200, and then just kept winning it and went all the way down. But dude, the high limit slots were the move back then. Now, dude, you put in $100, dude, it's gone in those. I've tried them, dude. It's over unless my luck's just out. I think my luck is out. Because I used to go to Table Mountain, bro, with $100 every single night. Go to like Spanish 21. And just walk away with another 100, just back to back to back, and then all of a sudden I kept going and just lost. I haven't won in probably like 2 years.
Yeah, it'd be smart. Like I could do that and like come out with $100 every night, but it's like I could get up 100, but it's like, dude, I never want to stop. Once I'm up, I'm like, I could double it.
Yeah.
But no, you fucking can't. The casinos on your ass.
Yeah, they get
eyes in the sky.
So if we pulled up to Modesto, right, or drove through, what's some local spots we'd have to hit? Give us some shout outs.
Nothing.
Come on, man.
Come on,
gotta
man.
be
There's gotta be something.
What you guys want,
though.
like some food or?
Yeah, any
anything.
like bomb spots, you know, like some any chicks or what?
Oh, nope. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some food, dude. We don't really have a whole lot. That's
Really?
like great. Yeah, that like you guys.
No
wouldn't-
hole in the walls that are just busting.
that like you guys wouldn't have. Like obviously we got.
You guys just got a Dutch Bros in Modesto.
Yeah, we had one in Oakdale and in Turlock though that are pretty close. So it's like you know, like everyone and people make the drive like all the. So,
I'm sure the line's
it's
still
ridiculous, bro. It's stupid.
Yeah, dude. The
And
ones here are fucking insane out there.
They're building
wrapped
Raising
around.
Canes though, like 15 minutes from me.
Dude, they're
wow.
busting Raising Canes everywhere out now,
they
dude.
are.
Yeah,
They really are.
I got Raising Cane. This is how it is in Manteca too. Manteca, Raising Canes, Chick-fil-A, and In-N-Out all on the same street within half a mile of each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right next to the entrance of the freeway.
Wow. So you just get right on, get some food.
So yeah, it's like I don't know why they did that because the Chick-fil-A line will like wrap around underneath like the freeway bridge.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's stupid, and I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really think Chick-fil-A is that good. So
That's what they did to the one at freaking River Park over here for us, dude. They have Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out right next to each other, all in like a congested ass shopping little area. Dude, it's wrapped around like can't even get in and out of
actually,
there.
if you guys ever haven't had Bob's Burgers,
Bob's Burgers, fire or what?
I know there's some in the Bay too, bro. Best shit I've ever. I ain't even gonna
have some
lie,
Bob's
it's
Burgers,
way
bro.
better than In-N-Out.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Really? What?
Dude.
Way better than In-N-Out, and it's in
Bro.
California?
bro. If you've never
on,
had
man.
it,
All right.
and everyone that
on.
likes Whataburger, that just trash.
That is trash, dude. It tastes like mush, dude. Like,
Dude,
you
it
bite
made me
into
throw up
Whataburger,
when
I was in
and it's like,
Dallas.
it tastes
It
like
made me.
mush.
It came back up when I was in Dallas.
Dude, nasty. I had it in Dallas, too. That shit's
Soon I took
nasty.
one bite. It was the second time I had it. The first time I had it, I was like, all right, it's mid.
Yeah.
The milkshakes are busting though.
Yeah,
Milkshakes
the
are good.
milkshakes
Milkshakes are good.
are.
I'll
Yeah,
give
they're
them
pretty
that.
good.
But the second time I took one bite out of the, I was like, bro, come on.
Yeah, so the last time I was in Texas, I've never had it up until that one time. We went there one time, and I got a little meal, and I was just like, yeah, this is pretty average as fuck.
Yeah,
low
and they
average.
hype it up like it's something
Yeah, bro.
crazy. But their food over there isn't really that good in general.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
compared to here, like their Mexican food is not good.
No.
It's different style too, and some
Yeah.
of them too. Yeah, but that's good.
Hey, but before we close out here pretty soon, I got 3 questions I need to ask you. Okay, you're you're a gym rat, right? As you say, what's your favorite day to hit? What's the favorite day of the week for you to go hit?
Legs.
Legs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, question 2 is how much do you squat?
Right now, I don't know how much I squat right now, to be honest. I don't really ever max out. So it's like I work a lot more volume more than anything. But I mean, the biggest I've probably hit was I know like over a year ago, I'd squat like close to 475, almost 500.
Wow. So I wonder what you're at now. That'd be crazy.
But I pretty much do like sets of like,
and reps and stuff.
yeah, I do sets of like 12 to 15.
Yeah.
How much do you bench?
I don't bench.
Oh, you don't?
I
How
just
come?
started benching again recently just because I was like, man, let's just start doing it again.
Yeah. Get the
How come you
chest a little
stopped
bigger.
pitching?
No, I just stopped because I was just like, I just don't. It's like a mind muscle connection for me. I just can't feel very well.
Oh, really? Mind? Wait, you said mind and muscle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember hearing that. I think I heard it. Speaking of him, David Goggins, dude. I think I heard him talk about that a couple times somewhere in
Really?
a podcast. Yeah, I know that you wanted to get into David Goggins.
Yeah, I do,
dude. And honestly, we have a potential guest coming up here pretty soon. Not pretty soon. We haven't even talked about it really, but a potential guest that will be coming on the podcast. That's a Navy SEAL.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked a little bit back then about that. That'd be sick, huh?
that'd
Navy
be
SEAL,
dope.
dude.
Yeah,
David
talk about
Goggins
him.
is crazy.
Yeah,
David
dude.
Goggins
That
is
pulls something
nuts,
else.
man.
I was telling him I want to get in a book. He has a couple books. I want to read one of them just to get the vocab and
Yeah,
the idea and the
yeah.
life
That'd be
he's got
crazy.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
get that going a little bit.
Yeah, but all right, Luke, do you have anything to say to Zach before we head out of here, man?
No, man, this was fun, dude. I got a lot of stuff out. I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah,
we
anytime,
got-
man.
This was fun,
Yeah,
dude.
this was very fun. It was honestly, it's insane to hear your story because obviously Marcelo has told us like a little bit of your background
Yeah.
about how you got caught by NCAA, but to hear like your side of it
story.
and your story,
Yeah.
dude, that's
That's
an
fun.
unfortunate
Something different,
event.
man.
Yeah, it is something different.
That's why I liked it. It
But
was cool.
I feel like you're gonna go on and do
Hopefully,
pretty great things and big things.
man.
Dude, I know we're gonna
You're gonna
see a
get it done,
gym here pretty soon, man. It's gonna be looking nice, man. I
Hopefully.
can see it in the near future, man. You got a good head on you, definitely. But thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate you coming, taking the trip down here. You know, welcome to the barn. Hope you had a great time.
Sick.
Fun time, man. I had a great time.
I got something he could leave out on. So, you know, right? What would you tell people that would be second guessing themselves, you know, to get into it, to worry about their, you know, their bodies and health to get?
I'd say start.
Just start.
Because a lot of people get to a point to where they can't ever go back.
Yeah.
Like exactly. You look at a lot of people and they're too far into it, you know. There's just no way they can ever reverse themselves out of it.
Right. So it's just a matter of starting, just like you said, for the TikTok trend.
Yeah, just literally a matter of starting. Like, there's no way it couldn't benefit you, you know, in any way.
Right. So, guys, you heard that right there. Just start. If you guys think you can't do it, just do it.
Yes, sir, man.
There we go.
Well, guys, thank you guys for listening and watching the Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and, of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. Guys, that was episode 11. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Guys, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.
We're out.